All right, guys, we're going to test the S5ii. This is the new firmware 3.0 updates. I got this camera because my other ZV-1, it'll overheat if I use it for more than an hour. I use it for church. I thought, wow, S5ii, I'll tell you about the great deal I got on it. Let me know what you think. But this is with the updates applied. So this is the S5ii with the kit lens, 20-60. I have the 50mm, but I wanted to be more versatile out here so I could vlog with it a little bit and check out the stabilization. But we're at 56mm right now because I like my Zeiss 56mm on my Sony. So I wanted to just do this real quick at the 56, but obviously it's only a 5.6 aperture. But that aside, kit lens, 20-60, it's a good lens. It's a good focal range, so I'm going to keep that. But all right, so we're going to put this thing to the test. All right, we're going to do some vlogging tests with this, and at the end we'll kind of wrap this up. And you can let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Okay, now we're going to run the same test again. We're going to turn the Boost IS on high and see what that looks like. Okay guys, obviously it's a significant crop, but here we have Boost IS, where it is cropping in quite a bit. But is there a big difference in the stabilization? Boost IS on the S5ii. On my camera, it looks pretty smooth, on the screen, so we'll have to see. 20mm, 20-60, 20-60mm. Lumix lens. Boost IS. Now obviously it's cropping in quite a bit here, but we'll check out this dynamic range in Boost IS mode. Looks like it's doing a pretty good job. This is pretty tough right here on this camera. So tell me what you think so far. All right, so we're gonna walk around a little bit, test the waters, if you will. Go into a little shady area here. Test, looks like it's just adjusting really well. So we'll see. This is in the Panasonic Cinetone C2. And this is what this looks like on Boost IS. Let's switch it back now and see what it looks like when we walk this way without Boost IS on. Okay, this is the image stabilization on, right to the IBIS, with the E stabilization on high and without the Boost IS. So we are checking this out and seeing what this looks like. I'm on grassy terrain, so it is not going to be a fun little ride. Dynamic range, tough test. Like I can't even see what's going on. Can't even see what's going on. All right, so there we go. This is the standard stabilization. Now, 20mm is a little tight, but it could be doable. But you'd have to definitely have to, hold it out way far. You know what I mean? That's just the way it has to be. So this is standard stabilization, or the high stabilization, with the image stabilization on IBIS on. And how does this look on the S5ii? You tell me what this looks like. This is standard stabilization. This is no Boost IS, so I obviously gained some ground back here. Standard stab with just the IBIS on. The image stabilization is the IBIS, and then there's E stabilization, which you can go standard or high. So this is standard. Check out this dynamic range. How's it doing? How does it adjust? It looks good on the screen, but we'll see. So is this smooth enough without the Boost IS on? Or do you need the Boost IS? Is it too jerky? Again, terrain's not the best. I'm in the grass here in the park. So you tell me, how is standard stabilization? With no boost? None of that wada yada fada. Standard stab. I mean, it looks pretty good on here. You be the judge. Tell me which one you like out of the three. The nice thing about this, no crop, right? 20-60, I'm using the 20mm and it's looking pretty good. So no crop on this one. So, all right, guys, there's standard state. All right, guys, we're testing out the autofocus on the S5 II, the new updated version. Now, how does this look? All right, guys, I got sunglasses on. Try to make it harder for this thing. See if it finds me. Seeing if it finds me. I don't know. You tell me. I got it at 60 millimeters right now. Using the 20 to 60 millimeter kit lens on this. Go out of frame. Come back into frame. Is it catching me way back here? I mean, I probably wouldn't be much further than that back from the camera, but if it was working, great. This is with sunglasses on. This is 4K, 30 frames per second. I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I want to test it. I'm going to go out of frame and then back into frame and see if it's going to hold him. See if it's going to hold me. Is it going to hold me? I'm going to go around this bad boy. Huh? Who's your daddy now? Oh, I think it found me. Yeah, I thought I'd try to trick it there. I went out. I went in. I'm pretty close, actually. It's a 60 millimeter. So I got it all the way out to 60. So, just got an aperture priority right now on Cine V2 or Cine C2. Just to check it out, seeing how it's going to work. You know, I don't want to play with the settings out here in the light. I could probably do it now where I have it sitting, but is it holding its own? It's got sunglasses on too, right? So without sunglasses, it'll probably have an easier time finding my eye. This is the test. This is the test. This is the test. All right, now let me zoom out here. 35 millimeters, a pretty common focal range. 35 millimeter, guys. I got some dynamic range testing going on here too. Put on my sunglasses. How's it doing at 35? 35, 35, stay alive. Whoa. Whoa. Find me? I don't know. Whoa. Whoa. Is it seeing me? Is it usable? Is it seeing me? You tell me how that looks. How's that, huh? I mean, is it losing me? Is it keeping me? With sunglasses on, guys. So if I have these off, obviously it's going to be a lot easier. And it probably won't lose me. You know, it looks like it's staying with me. But with sunglasses on, I mean, I can't tell. I can't see the screen. But if it holds up to this, guys, it's the bomb.com. This lens is a killer. Dude, I got this whole setup under 1,500 bucks. 1,500 bucks with the kit lens and the S5 II. That's hard to beat. Canon R8 though, that is an amazing deal right now. The Canon R8, 1,200 bucks. I've seen it with the kit lens. 1,200 bucks. Jeez. One of those. This camera I love though. It doesn't overheat, guys. It's got a built-in fan. I love my ZVE1, but it overheated. I was recording church, 2 hours long, right? Overheated on me. It was very annoying. Put a fan on it every other time and it's fine. A real fan. Put a little fan on it, it's good. No problems. However, let's test this. Whoa, whoa. So, however, so I had the fan on. I forgot to put the fan on it. What happens? Half hour and about 45 minutes in, that was it. Somewhere around there, 45 minutes to an hour. It was done. I needed it for 2 hours. This, put it on a tripod. I could run 4K 60, 4K 30, 6K 30 open gate. Will not overheat. will not overheat. I'm like, ZV-E1 will love it, absolutely love it. But if I forget to turn the fan on, I'm like, I don't even want to mess with it. I'll just get this, and I won't have to worry about the overheating. For the price I got this for, it's unreal. I mean, it seems to be keeping up. Autofocus, so far I haven't had an issue. Have not had an issue. So, what do you think, guys? This is pretty much the test. I'm gonna go back to 20 now. And try 20 millimeters. This is the 20 millimeter test, way back here. All right, with sunglasses, guys. So is it catching me with the backlit, right? So that makes it harder on the camera. If it passes this test, guys, even 99%, 95%, 90%, dude, what a steal. I don't know if it's messing up. We'll see in post, but so far on the screen it looks good. Uh-oh, sideways, backwards. Hello. Hello. All right, guys, I'm in the 50 millimeter 1.8 right now, and now after running this test, I'd say autofocus is about 90%, maybe 90% there of what Sony is. It's really good. There's a few times, if you notice the whole thing, there was a slight blur to where it was kind of catching up or whatever, but I didn't adjust any of the settings, the faster, autofocus, any of that. I didn't do any of that. Autofocus is straight out of camera. This is Firmware 3.0, and I got to be honest with you, I think it looks pretty good. I'm keeping this camera. It's, for the price, it's got more features on it than, like, I had the A7 IV, got rid of that. This, Sony's a little bit, I'm used to Sony, so it's a little bit easier to use, but it took me a minute to figure out the Lumix, but it's a great camera, guys. They're all good. One thing I didn't mention about this camera is the photos. I'll throw a few up on the screen for you that I took of my wife and some other ones of my dog. But check it out, just some quick photos inside. Some of them are higher ISO, some of them aren't. But you be the judge. I mean, they look great. Man, this thing's an amazing photo camera. So you're getting a great, I don't need it much for photos. I'm not big on that, but if I ever need to, could take great photos with this. I just wanted to throw that in there too, because the viewfinder works amazing. Looks good, 3.6 million dots. The back screen is higher definition than the ZV-E1. The A7 IV is better than all those, in my opinion, from what I see. So that's got what it's got going for it. Autofocus is about, I'd say about 10% behind. But I never had any issues with it. Sunglasses, you saw it. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty solid. Stabilization on this camera is good. It's great. It's actually better than any of the full frame cameras. The R8 is good with like the 16 millimeter. If you're going to vlog, 16 millimeter with the stab up on a high, looks, the R8's really good too. But if you get, the Boost IS is good for like 50 to 80, just kind of like a static shot. You could still, it's really good. It looks really good. So, ESR8 is a great deal too for $1,200 with a lens right now. Untouchable. That's good. But the features in this camera, it doesn't overheat, guys. that's the thing. It will not overheat on you. You can use it in any mode. Excuse my voice, I'm losing it. But so this is my review of the S5 II. I've given it some tested. I tested it in church. You be the judge. I mean, it works great. Obviously, in studio, it's not going to have a problem. You just saw how it worked out in the real field. But this is a great camera for the price. Definitely recommend this one too. But probably the best bang for your buck for the price. For $1,500 with a lens. Wow, that's a good deal. But yeah, so it passed the test, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think the best bang for a buck full frame camera is right now? And Lumix is about to announce their new full frame camera soon. It's going to be pretty much the same, but in a smaller compact body. So interesting to see. But if you could pick that one up new for around the same price as the used one in this, might be worth it for you. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think. I want to get some dialogue going on the best full frame camera value that you can get right now. With all the video for video, I'd say this is it. Bang for buck. With the autofocus good enough to where you can use it now. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Bye.